What's up, everybody? Renfail here. Hopefully you are doing well. As promised, I'm back again with another Vex Siren solo build guide, this time for the mid-range build, which continues from where we started with the early game build guide that we did a week or so ago. So let's take a look at where I'm at right now with Vex. I am, of course, running the Phase Familiar Spec. I am 100% into this line now. We'll talk about the gear a little bit as well as we get into this, because the gear has changed a tiny bit from the first build guide we did. Anyway, let's talk about this a little bit. So I have continued down the far right, and as we talked about earlier in that first build video, I wanted to get to Grave Thirst, which gave me lifesteal for duration on kill steals. So this has been extremely helpful. It has added to my survivability quite a bit, and we have just basically, once we got that, that also unlocked this third ability, which we've gone ahead and taken. This is a capstone, another capstone ability, essentially, and well, the capstone ability that I choose to use. This allows trouble to be marked, which takes increased gun damage. We also get a stack of unsealed, which allows health regeneration and increased damage. And if Phase Familiar is active, which it is, these effects are doubled. So this is a nice regen on top of the lifesteal, on top of what we talked about earlier, which was the initial overshield and overheal. Now, because I want to take more of that, we're going to be going down over through this line now. I'm not really interested in the augments or anything like that, but what I am interested in is getting down here to this, which is corporeal, which adds increased maximum overshield capacity and the duration, but I have to spend 5 points to get there, and for me the 5 points that I wanted to spend were in blast rights. By the way, I'm currently level 27. So this basically means whenever I use an ordnance, I get overshield and increased fire duration for a duration. So we're going to be putting 5 points into that before I will eventually get down here to corporeal, and I will get those 3 points there. I think at that point, I'm probably going to go back. This is what I assume anyway, because that'll get me to 28, 29, 30, 31. That gets me 31. 32, 33, 34. This gets me to 34. So I think by the time I'm level 35, I'm probably going to come back up in here and finish out the overshield here, which will get me to 37, and then this will get me to 38, and that'll max out my overshield. Now from there, I haven't actually started to look too much beyond that point. I'm probably going to start dipping into some of these other um, trees and see if there are bonuses that I want here, either related to like health or regen or overshield or something related to minions. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. I am still very much firmly in the Phase Familiar tree and will be here until the mid to late 30s. So this tree has been working very well for me in terms of the solo ability of my character. It feels very, very good. Now, we obviously can't talk about the full build without also talking about the weapons and gears, so let's take a look at that as well. I have changed slightly from where we were before. So in the beginning, I was focused mostly on Maliwan. I believe is it Maliwan? I always forget the naming of all these. Yeah, Maliwan stuff, because I still have this really cool. I have yet to find. Well, I did. Excuse me. I should say I had yet to find for a while. And the reason I finally moved away from Maliwan is I finally found a better. Well, just overall, some tweaks to my weapons and stuff. So I finally found a really good assault rifle. And that assault rifle, and this is unique to me and my playstyle, and I say that because as someone who is older, and I've talked about this in other videos, but just as a quick, update, um, I ripped the tendon off of my primary. This is my right hand. My primary hand. I ripped the tendon off of uh, this knuckle and here about 2.5. Has it been that long? It's been like 2 years, a little over 2 years, not quite 2.5. And it was a long recovery. And since then, even though it is recovered and everything, I get finger fatigue, which is why, for example, on the PS5, most games I turn haptic feedback off on the PS5 because having to deal with the extra finger pull bothers my finger. And generally speaking, I like automatic weapons where I can just hold the trigger and that's it. I do not like weapons where I have to pull the trigger a lot because it gives me finger fatigue. I'm older. It is what it is. I've had an injury. I have to deal with that these days, you know. So I'm mid 40s. Things don't heal up like they used to when I was 20. So I'm always going to favor automatic weapons. Like in Destiny 2, I love the fact that they added an option where everything becomes an automatic weapon. You can toggle that on, and then I just pull the trigger, hold the trigger, and I'm not worried about precision shots. I am 100% pray and spray. Um, spray and pray. I want something where it lessens the finger fatigue. And as much as I was enjoying the SMGs, and I still do have an SMG, a legendary SMG, as like the primary weapon, um, I have begun to use the assault rifle more and more as I've played longer sessions of this game because we've gotten to the point where I'm having to just hold, just there's so many enemies and you're constantly killing so many things that it's just for my personal comfort. I have begun to lean towards assault rifles, particularly this assault rifle, because it gives me a really long rate of fire. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. And I can just hold down the trigger and just go. Plus it has a shield effect when I go to aim. So this has been really nice. Now what's really nice about this particular assault rifle is that it doesn't have a magazine. Well, at least sort of. So it has the COV licensed magazine. The gun has an unlimited magazine size, but it eventually will heat up and break. I'm okay with that, reload it when you need to. And I've taken in the SDU, I have now since taken some ranks in assault rifle ammo to get that even higher. So because of that, I have leaned now towards this pneumatic hefty value mag, which gives me reload speed on the assault rifle and almost a 50% magazine increase size, which has been great. So I kind of moved away from the Maliwan, which was previously I had a Maliwan submachine gun, which I really loved, and I was leaning towards those because I could do between like corrosive and Cairo or corrosive and incendiary or whatever, and that changes Trouble's damage type. Now I still have a really cool submachine gun. This is actually a legendary I got at the end of the quest, but I haven't. I've kind of moved away from only using Maliwan stuff for the moment, in favor of this assault rifle build because it's giving me the comfort level for playing longer playing sessions. I really like that. This also is a really cool submachine gun, which has the also unlimited magazine size, but it you can't fire it for prolonged lengths of time because it burns up it just burns it up, and then it goes down into this cooldown mode, right? And it takes a minute. So what you have to do with this is you have to fire it in bursts. So hold the trigger, let it cool down. Look how quickly it cools down, though. That's one of the perks of this gun is it cools down extremely quickly. So this is great for like burst damage, but again, it's lots of finger pulling. So for me, I don't want to necessarily have to deal with that too, so sometimes for burst stuff it's okay, but I do really love that default assault rifle. I still keep a sniper rifle. I don't really use it very often. I just have one for random encounters. And then I also keep this shotgun. Now, this is a fully automatic shotgun, which I love because of this particular reason. Check out the fire rate on this thing. Small magazine, but it's pretty awesome for the fire rate, so I've kept it for a while now. So, but again, the primary is definitely my assault rifle, and then the backup now is my submachine gun. Whereas before I was going submachine gun, backup was other stuff. Now it's assault rifle primary, submachine gun secondary. So that's where I have slowly sort of modified the build as I've gotten towards the mid range. Once we got past that, I think it was around level 24, level 25 when I got that assault rifle. So I'm 3 levels into it now. I really love it. I haven't found anything to upgrade from it yet. That's what I'm continuing to use. So that is the updated mid-level build guide for my um, Vex Siren Face Familiar build. I'm loving it. It's great. I have great survivability. I've died a few times, but I think all of us die occasionally in big boss encounters when we're learning fights. But for the most part, this is a great build, especially given the fact that I can toggle Trouble to go immune to damage, and then also use the heal. Trouble like never has an issue with things. I can literally just let Trouble go and sit back from Overwatch position and let them kill like 12 mobs before I have to worry about lifting a finger sometimes. So it's kind of nice if I just want to sit here and eat a snack or talk to the chat. I can just let Trouble do his thing. It's pretty awesome. So I'm loving it. Thanks for following along. If you want more builds and guides and things of that nature, just check the playlist down below, and I'll catch everybody in the next live stream daily on YouTube, Twitch, Kick.com, and of course TikTok as well. We multi-stream in 4 different places, so we'll see you in the next one.